everyone, I am Janvi Pavar. Welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, then welcome to my channel. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the title of this video, and it says, Learn English just by watching Netflix. I mean, I'm pretty sure what you guys are thinking, by binge watching Netflix that we can become fluent in English. Yes, you can. This is exactly what I did when I was learning Japanese. I watched movies and series on Netflix and on different platforms too, and I became fluent in Japanese. And I think you can do the same thing when you're learning English. I think you can absolutely do the same thing with any language out there. All you have to do is binge watch Netflix. But the way you're watching Netflix is important, because right now you're just watching Netflix for entertainment. You think, all right, I'm gonna watch a movie or a series. Why? Because it's going to be entertaining. However, this time you're going to watch a movie or a series to learn. So basically, you're not just going to entertain yourself, you're going to learn. You're going to study the movie, right? So let's get started. Number one, choose the right shows. See, if in the beginning, if you're a beginner and if you're picking some heavy slang shows or heavy vocabulary shows, then that's not good. Believe me, you have to pick the right shows. For example, the shows that have no heavy slangs and they have simple vocabulary, simple sentences, which you can understand properly. Maybe some of those you can, maybe some cultural references you cannot understand. However, majority of it you can understand. Do not directly go with Peaky Blinders. No. Do not go with Money Heist. No. Go with shows like Friends, The Crown, Stranger Things. So go with shows like this where there are no slangs, and even if there are, so they are normal slang, something that you can understand according to the scenario, according to the situation, and whatever those guys are talking about. So go with those shows. Go with the shows where you can understand everything and you do not need to put a lot of pressure in your mind thinking, now this is the second sentence and again I cannot understand anything. No, make sure you're watching a show where you can understand 7 out of 10 sentences or 8 out of 10 sentences. Otherwise, if you cannot understand, then that show is no good. Step number two. Step number two is subtitle strategy. See, there are 3 rounds in this, all right? There are 3 rounds. Yes, you heard me correct. You must be thinking, so in step 2, we have another step 3s? Yes, we do. So step 2 is subtitle strategy. First round in this one, you're going to watch anything. You're going to watch a movie or a series with English subtitles. What you're going to do, you're going to focus on listening, because obviously you are listening, and at the same time, you're also going to focus on your reading. Why? Because you're going to be reading the English subtitles. So this is first round. Focus on listening and reading together. Next is what you're going to do, which is second round. In second round, you're going to watch without subtitles. Now you're going to see how much you can understand whatever the people are saying or whatever the native speakers are saying without subtitles. See if you can understand anything. See if you're not there, then switch on the subtitles again and do the same process again. Listening, reading, and then watch again with subtitles. Although I think in the first go, you guys are good to go. So it's round number 2 and step number 2 is watch without subtitles. See how much you can understand. Step number 3 is replay your favorite scenes and then mimic them. You think, all right, this 2-minute scene was pretty nice, or this is my favorite character. So play those scenes over and over and then mimic them. Mimic whatever they're saying. Say the kind of sentences they are using. So do that. Now let's talk about step number 3. Step number 3 is shadow and copy. Now, how you're going to shadow and copy, you're going to pronounce the things exactly the characters are pronouncing. Their intonation, their pitch, their rhythm. For example, Joey from Friends. His signature sentence is, hey, how you doing? So mimic that copy, that tone, that charisma, then that intonation, that pitch, that rhythm, copy everything. So when you're copying something, make sure you're focusing on every single thing. For example, there is another one for example, Ross is there and Ross usually says hi. So copy there. I'm just giving you small examples. You're going to copy a whole sentence or like a whole paragraph or a whole conversation. So I'm just giving you an example. For example, there is a character who says no, and there is another one, I know. So follow these people, follow the way they're saying stuff. I would usually prefer you guys go with Friends because I absolutely love that show. Big Bang Theory might be too difficult for you because they are using terms that you may not understand, and the kind of sentences they have are bit more complex than Friends. So go with Friends and then shadow and copy. Now let's talk about step number 4. Step number 4 is vocabulary notebook. Now, whenever you're watching a movie or a series, make sure you're carrying a vocabulary notebook for you with you. In this vocabulary notebook, you're not just going to write single words. No, you're going to write phrases. For example, hey Ross, can we catch up later? So now there is a phrase catch up, but you are going to learn with the whole sentence, like can we catch up later? Write it down. Then write down what does catch up means. Does it mean meet? Then write down the whole thing. So write down the whole phrase. For example, the word appointment. So don't just write down the word appointment. No, write the whole thing. I have a doctor's appointment on Saturday. This way you will know how to use one word in different sentences. How can you use a word in different places and scenarios? So whenever you're writing something in your vocabulary notebook, make sure to write the phrase, not just a word, the phrase. Now let's talk about the last step, which is step number 5, and it is turn Netflix into daily class. If you're watching Netflix for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, I'm pretty sure that you can take that much time out when you're traveling, when you're coming back, or when you're cooking, or when you're just doing some chores at your house. So whatever you're doing, I'm pretty sure you can take 30 to 40 minutes out. So instead of just thinking that this is a Netflix show, instead of considering it like a Netflix show, consider it a class, because it's going to be a full class for you if you're going to follow all of these steps, right? So make sure you're giving 30 to 40 minutes. Make sure you're giving minutes according to a class. If you think, oh, if I'm going to do all of these things, then I'm just only going to watch 20 minutes of the show. Fine, just watch 20 minutes. I don't care. You should also not care. Why? Because you have to improve yourself. And in order to do that, if you have to cut loose on 20 minutes of show, I think that's pretty good, right? So thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is how you can just binge watch Netflix and become a fluent speaker in English. Because I also have proof. I became fluent speaker in Japanese just by watching movies and series. So I think you can do the same. Just follow these steps and you're good to go. As for me, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye everyone. Stay safe.